Ross to the left. Tate in the slot. Stafford has time. Throws. Tate's got it wide open. First down and more for Golden Tate.
Amir Abdullah is the lone tailback behind him and gets the call. First string offensive line is in there. Look at this kid. There's a flag on the play. And he is hog-tied from behind inside the 40-yard line. I thought they got a little piece of the face mask, too, on the tackle.
Four wide receiver set on a throwing down. Pressure comes. Down he goes.
It's a fifth-round draft pick back in 2005. Those were those 2008 numbers. He'll go up top. He's looking for Salas. He's got him. 6 more.
That's the debate. And he throws and he was punched in the mouth. Oh, boy, did he take a pop. DeAndre Levy and the Lions were all over him. After the turnover, 1st and 10 from the 11. Joseph Fourier hurdling his way close to the goal line. Salas to the right. Underneath route. Touchdown, Jeremy Ross. Lions head coach Jim Caldwell is fired up. Don't try to tell him this is just a preseason game. He told me earlier tonight, hey, it's football. That's all that really matters. He has his club on the road for the first time this preseason in Washington, here on the Lions Television Network. Hi, everyone. Glad you're with us. This is a great football town. Used to set the standard in the NFL, but talking with people yesterday and today, they're excited to see how their team matches up against the Lions, a team they say is clearly deeper and more talented. And I think, Nate Burleson, we saw a lot of that talent Thursday night in the preseason opener, especially at the running back spot.
Amir Abdullah did exactly what you want a rookie to do in the preseason game, that's take advantage of your opportunities. We know he has good size, good speed, good strength. But what he showed us last week is that he has a high football IQ, patience, and he can move in short spaces. If we look at some of these plays from last week, you'll see him right here, running behind his offensive line, running with patience, and this is what I like the best. What he can do in short spaces. When he sees linebackers, sees safeties, he can put one foot or the other down, make a quick move, and get upfield. These are things that usually veterans have to learn later in their career. He's coming in as a rookie, showing us exactly why he's a second-round draft pick.
He was part of a rushing attack that gained 193 yards at the Jets' expense, but Rob Rubik, it was more than just the tailbacks. It's those guys up front. Grade Lake and for me from last week.
Well, I'm going to start by saying he's not a fancy player like Amir Abdullah, who Nate described, and like my clothes aren't as nice as Nate's as well. But he's a very productive player, and he is what the doctor ordered for this front. He's going to help solidify that front three, Shep, where they got pushing the Stafford's lap over the past few years. I don't see that happening. You bring in Manny Ramirez as well. So now you've got a lot bigger and a lot better up front. We're going to look at number 72, the left guard. Look at the athleticism, getting a little scoop block inside. And then in pass protection, he gets low pad. He is technique sound. Always keeps his base, keeps his feet apart, keeps underneath the defender. Once again, he buries the defender there. So I love what we see of this young man. I know there's someone else who loves what he sees with him as well.
Yeah, Jim Caldwell, he told us earlier in the week, we got something special now. This guy's going to be a really good player. He has all the attributes to be a great one. The Lions were borderline great a week ago. Let's see if they can do it again, this time with a testy road club in Washington. It comes your way next on the Lions Television Network.
So Matt Stafford leads his offense out onto the field. Last time he took the field in a competitive nature was against Dallas in the playoffs. He went 28 of 42, 321 yards, and a touchdown. 4 consecutive years of 20 touchdowns or more. The 12 picks a year ago, the fewest in his career. Theo Riddick, the lone setback. And he gets the call. Trying the right side of that offensive line, especially the right tackle, is where we'll keep an eye on tonight and throughout the preseason. Tonight's offensive starting lineup for the Lions, presented by Ford Motor Company. We talked about Riddick. Brandon Pettigrew, a career-low 10 catches a year ago. Eric Ebron has looked very good in training camp.
I would like to see Pettigrew get a lot more balls this season, play with him 4 years. Tremendous pass catcher, and he just needs to be a little more consistent.
Stafford has good protection. And a man who caught 99 rocks last year made an end miss and gets into Jets territory.
Well, this is going to be pretty easy pitch and catch. Golden Tate's going to be split wide to left. He's going to swing a 10-yard curl. What he does so well is after the catch. He has shake. He can make people miss. That first guy rarely gets him. He makes a couple miss, picks up a nice block. Good effort down the field by Pettigrew. turning into a big game.
What I love is how he stuck that left foot in the ground, spent to the outside, and his eyes immediately goes to the end zone as if he's going to score, which makes him such a good yak receiver.
Did it against a pretty good corner, too. Antonio Cromartie is the man they were picking on there, a 4-time Pro Bowler.
You know, when they brought Golden Tate over from Seattle in free agency, everybody had the question, is this guy truly a #1 receiver, or is he a #2 receiver? You know, I talked to Golden Tate, and he said, listen, you can label me what you want, but when I step on the field, I'm going to play like a #1. I don't care who I'm playing with. He even mentioned, he said, if I'm playing with Chris Carter or Jerry Rice or Calvin Johnson, I'm going to go out there and play like a #1. And he truly does, though. You put up 1,300 yards.
The numbers he put up last year were #1 numbers.
Yes.
And Golden Tate, he may lack a few things, maybe great top-end speed, maybe a little bit of strength, but he does not lack his confidence. He goes out, he knows he's a player, he expects to make plays, and he's one of those guys that just wants to be fed throughout the course of the game.
First pair of Lions wide receivers to each have 1,000 yards in the same season since 2006. That was Roy Williams and Mike Furry. These two guys blow those two guys away. First and 10 here. And this is Amir Abdullah, the 2nd-round pick out of Nebraska. Squeezed it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
I believe that Amir could be the steal of the draft. I like to call that the SOD, and the reason I'm so high on that is because that's what I was labeled as a 3rd rounder. You get a guy in who put up so many numbers at Nebraska, and what he has is great patience, good quickness when he gets the ball in hand, and hopefully he can catch out of the backfield as well.
It's an all-rookie backfield. Michael Burton is the fullback. Out of Rutgers, and Abdullah dancing his way, cutting his way to the 35, and a first down for the rookie. You talked about his Nebraska numbers, and you talked about how good he was, the only player in Cornhusker football history with 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah, and I talked about his quickness at the point of impact. You know, most guys can't stick their foot in the ground and make a move like that. And the last guy I can remember to be that good at making moves inside the hole was Jabba Best, and we remember what type of back he was.
Stafford to throw across the middle. It's Tate again. He could be gone. Touchdown, Golden Tate.
That was special, guys.